Okay, Mr. Sarthak, exercise 7.2. Draw number lines and locate the points on them. 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4. So how can I do it?
So first we have to draw a number line.
You can draw a number line. So
Then 0 and 1.
see, I see four parts. Four parts has denominator everywhere. As a matter of fact, I can write 1 by 2 as 2 by 4 also. Sarthak, is there any problem? So if this is 0, and this is 1, and I divide this line like this: 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 1 by 4, 3 by 4. Is there any problem?
No, sir.
Okay. See, if you are good at decimals, as we had discussed last time also, that I can write 1 by 2 as 0.5. So this 0.5 is actually this 0.5. Mr. Sarthak, is there any problem?
No, sir.
See, what I'm trying to tell you is that now this depends on whether you understand decimals well or not. So for example, 0 is here, 1 is here. When I'm doing decimals, I can also write this as 0.1, 0.2. No, and I'll have to have more bifurcations. 1 second. I think now we should be okay. So in decimals, this would be 0.1, this would be 0.2, this would be 0.3, this would be 0.4, 5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and this would be 1. Sarthak, are you able to understand?
Yes, sir.
So, because anyways you have a decimal chapter also. So this would be 0 and this would be 1. Now, for example, when I see 1 by 2, on doing the decimal division, I can understand that 1 by 2 is equal to 0.5. So 0.5 would be here. When I see 1 by 4, and I do decimal division, how do I do decimal division? So 4 divided by 1, it can't divide. So I write 0 here, 1 comes down, I put a decimal, I put a 0, this 0 comes down, I write a 0, 4 to the 8, 2, I write another 0, this 0 comes down, and this is equal to 0.25. Sarthak, is there any problem?
No, sir.
So 1 by 4 is also equal to 0.25. Now, this 0.25, see, this is the easier way. This I have already done. So this 1 by 4, I can also write this in decimal form as 0.25. Mr. Sarthak, is there any problem?
No, sir.
And if you understand, this 0.25 will actually lie between 0.2 and 0.3. Is there a problem?
No, sir.
So this number 0.25 would lie here, 0.25. Is there any confusion?
No, sir.
See, what I'm trying to tell you is that you also have decimals chapter. So when you do the decimal chapter, you should have a relook at this question. You should try to change these fractions into decimals. So for example, 3 by 4. I can write 3 by 4 as when I do the division. So 4 can't divide 3. So I have to write 0, 0, 4 0 0. 3 comes down. Then I write a decimal here. I write a 0. The 0 comes down. When I write decimal here, I also write decimal here. 4 7s are 28. 2, again a 0. 0 comes down. 4 5s are 20. Therefore, it means that 3 by 4 is equal to 0.75. Sarthak, is there any problem?
No, sir.
Now, if you understand this 0.75 will lie between 0.70 and 0.80. Is there any confusion?
No, sir.
Okay. See here, the good thing is that the fractions that we have got are pretty easy. So for example, if I want to put this on number line, so all I need to do is draw a number line and divide it into how many parts, Mr. Sarthak?
8 parts.
8 parts. So I'll have to mark 7 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'll get 8 parts. This part is bigger, so what I'll do is I'll write 1 here. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, this would be 1 by 8. This would be 2 by 8. This would be 3 by 8. And this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 by 8. Mr. Sarthak, is there any confusion?
No, sir.
Perfect. And for C part, how many parts do I need? For this, how many parts do I need?
8.
No, the denominator is 5.
So, but there's improper fraction also.
And there is a improper fraction. Okay. Should we try to do these first? 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5. Should I?
Yes.
Yeah. So for these, all I need to do is that when I have, let us make this to be 0 and this to be 1. Now 0, 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5, they are proper fractions.
Yes, sir.
What is the meaning of proper fractions?
The numerator is smaller than the
Numerator is smaller than denominator. Now 8 by 5 is not a proper fraction. Not a proper fraction. So I call it improper fraction. Improper fraction. Okay. So first I try to put 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5 on the number line. So how many parts should I divide 0 and 1 into?
So 8 by 5 it has to be 8.
Okay. What I'm trying to tell you is that we will ignore 8 by 5 for some time. We'll only focus on 2 by 5, 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. So if I just have to plot 2 by 5, 3 by 5 and 4 by 5, in how many parts should I divide 0 to 1?
5.
5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So this will be 2 by 5. This will be 3 by 5 and this will be 4 by 5. Am I okay?
Yes, sir.
Now what is remaining is 8 by 5. Now 8 by 5 is an improper fraction because the numerator is greater than the denominator. 8 by 5, if I want to write it as a mixed fraction, so what will be the mixed fraction for 8 by 5? If there is any confusion, I divide 8 by 5. So 5, 1 the 5.
3 by 5.
This will be equal to 1, 3 by 5. 1 comes from here, 3 is the remainder, 5 is the divider, 1 is the quotient. So 1 is the quotient, 1 is the quotient, R is the remainder, 5 is the divisor. Any confusion?
No, sir.
Okay, perfect. So I have 1, 3 by 5. So when I have to plot 8 by 5, actually what I need to plot is 1, 3 by 5. And 1, 3 by 5, can I write this as 1 plus 3 by 5? Is there any confusion?
No, sir.
Awesome. So 1, I have reached here. Is there a confusion?
No, sir.
All that needs to be done is plot 3 by 5. Now this 3 by 5 would be this side. Yes or no, sir?
Yes, sir.
So what I need to do is basically I need to extend this line, have 2 here, then again divide 1 and 2 like I had done here in 5 equal parts. And this 3 by 5 would be 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 3 by 5. 1 and 3 by 5. So 1, 3 by 5 would be this point. Sarthak, is there any problem?
No, sir.
Basically, Sarthak, what I need to do is I write this improper fraction as mixed fraction. Once I have the mixed fraction, I break the mixed fraction with a natural number and a proper fraction. So I have reached 1, and from 1 I need to make another jump of 3 by 5 so that I reach 1, 3 by 5. Sarthak, is there any problem?
No, sir.
Okay. If there is no problem, let us take another example so that we understand this well. Let us assume I had to plot 9 by 5. How would I plot 9 by 5? If I had 9 by 5, I would write 9 by 5 in the form of,
Mixed fraction.
I can write this as 9, 5 the 5, 1 the 4. This will be equal to 1, 4 by 5. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So again, using this method, so I have already reached 1. How much more should I go ahead? This is 1. 1, 4 by 5 can be written as 1 plus 4 by 5. So on reaching 1, how much more should I go towards right, Mr. Sarthak?
4 times.
4 by 5. So if you understand, This part is 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5, and this is 1. So when I reach here, I will be at 1, 4 by 5. Sarthak, is there any difficulty?
No, sir.
Okay, so there is no difficulty. How should I plot 12 by 5? What do you suggest? First, write 12 by 5 as
2 by 5.
2 by 5, correct? Absolutely correct. So this is, I am at 0, this is 1, this is 2, I have reached 2, and now I have to go 2 by 5. Is there any confusion?
No, sir.
So the next stop would be 3, and I should divide 2 and 3 into how many parts?
5.
5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. This will be 1 by 5, this will be 2 by 5, and this number will be 2 by 5. Mr. Sarthak, is there any confusion?
No, sir.
Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So let us write this as mixed fraction. This as mixed fraction. This as mixed fraction. So 20 by 3 would be equal to
62 by 3.
62 by 3. Perfect. This would be equal to
1 by 5.
1 by 5. Equal to 17 by 7 would be equal to
3 by 7.
7 to the 14, 3 by 7. Perfect. This would be equal to
3 by 5.
3 by 5. This would be equal to
1 by 6.
1 by 6. Perfect. This would be equal to
8 by 9.
9, 3 the 27. Am I right?
So that's what I said.
Yes, perfect, perfect. So whenever there is a confusion, so for example, 35 by 9, what you need to do is you just need to divide these. So 9, 3 the 27, the remainder is 8. You have this you would write here, and 8 by 9. The quotient will come here. This quotient will come here. This remainder will come here. And this divisor would come here. Is there any confusion, Mr. Sarthak?
No, sir.
Okay. How can I write this as improper? Have you done it? So 7. Have you done it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the answer?
31 by 4.
Okay. I need to multiply these two and I need to add this. And I can draw a circle like this if there is any confusion. So 7 4 the 28. 28 plus 3 is 31 by 4. Sarthak, is there any confusion?
No, sir.
Similarly, 5 into 7 plus 6. 7 5 are 35. 35 plus 6.
41 by 7.
Perfect. 6 to the 12 plus 5. So this
17 by 6.
17 by 6. Perfect. This would be equal to
5 by 3.
so 10 5 the 50. 50 plus 3 is 53. 53.
Yeah.
Mr. Sarthak, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me create some space. Okay. So this will be equal to
66 by 7.
9 7 is 63 plus 3. 66 by 7. Is it okay?
So that's what I said.
Yes, yes, yes. 8 4 by 9 would be equal to.
76 by 9.
So 9 9 8 is 72. 72 plus 4 is 76. 76 by 9. Perfect. Is there any confusion here?